What is eczema? And can I wear perfume? I've got both. I'll tell you how I manage it. Let's talk. Thanks for coming to Becoming Beautiful You. I am Latricia Renee, and on this channel, we blend fragrances and lifestyle. Today, I want to share with you my challenge and how I overcome the love of fragrance while having to manage eczema. So, if you know anything about eczema, you should already know that you should seek a medical professional. I'm certainly not qualified to give any advice. This is just a testimonial video of my own choosing. Everything you see here will be provided from my own pocket. Nothing has been sponsored, and no one's tapping on my shoulder to tell me anything specific. Everything is coming from my own personal experience, and I really do hope it's going to be helpful to you. So, for those of you all who might not understand, eczema is it's a skin condition. It is not contagious. It is inflammatory. When your skin gets inflamed, it can be very, very painful. Sometimes it's triggered by the atmosphere, maybe something you ate. It could be the climate. Maybe you're not hydrated enough. Either way, your skin can get really, really inflamed, and that means it can turn red. It can get itchy and scaly, dry patches, and just so uncomfortable, almost to the point of having trouble even choosing clothing because the friction of that clothing up against your skin can really, really be uncomfortable. So that's why it's important to seek a medical professional to find out what's specific to your needs of eczema and depending on what level of irritation you might be experiencing. For me, I have been successful with using topical creams or topical ointments to manage the eczema. And here lately, I live on the East Coast. Here lately, it's been just sporadic all over my entire body. I've never experienced that before, but I do want to share with you certain areas that are in healing, and I can now apply fragrance if I'd like. So I want to start this as the first part in a series of videos that will help you balance fragrance and eczema. Now, when I'm doing this, I don't want to focus on the fragrance portion just so. I really want to focus on the content of the products. I mean, we can go back and forth on what you might use or what you recommend for treating the eczema that you have with some over-the-counter products, and I can share some of mine, and that would be great in a separate video. Today, I exclusively want to focus on products that have lots of fragrance that you can use in place of your perfumes, and they're also promoting good skin health and wellness. So the first company I want to share with you today is Skinpotion. If you haven't had a chance to try Skinpotion, they are a smaller brand. They do things in very small batches, but that's a good thing because every time I receive something from Skinpotion on their inventory sheet, I can see where someone has taken some ink and checked off every single product as good quality control, and they've listed their name or their initials to let me know so and so has done the inventory quality control on my package. And that makes me feel good because sometimes with the larger companies, they get so far removed with what they're offering that they kind of lose sight of what it's like to be the customer on the other side of the table. And with Skinpotion, I don't feel that at all. They're very close to it. They've got their eye on every bottle, every product that goes in and out. And the good thing about Skinpotion is they are cruelty free. They use natural botanical extracts, they use clean ingredients, and their main priority is making sure that your skin is hydrated, healthy, and moisturized. They do offer some other products on their site that will cleanse the body. I haven't tried those yet. They also offer exfoliants that you can use to further cleanse your body, But as a person with eczema, you definitely want to be careful not to use something like that if you're experiencing an inflammation. And lastly, they have several varieties of body butters and oils. I want to focus on the latter two, the triple body butters and the revitalizing body oils. So I discovered Skinpotion in, I want to say 2022 when I began my fragrance journey from watching Sharida M here on YouTube. She made mention she wasn't doing a video on eczema or even skincare. She was just mentioning the fragrance part of things. And she mentioned Skinpotion saying, hey, you can use this product and this can be your fragrance. You really don't need anything else other than this unless you just want to. And at the time, I remember she was promoting uh, cookie butter, this one right here. Now, if you can see this is their tin container. They've since changed the packaging over to plastic, but she was talking about this product and saying how it is so potent and it really is. It is edible. It is very gourmand, very sweet, very rich. And she was talking about how good this fragrance was and how you can just put this on right out the shower, right out the bath, and just experience full hydration. And I want to share with you what mine looks like because this doesn't play nice, meaning it doesn't, all of their products play nice. Let me rephrase that. When I say it doesn't play nice, I mean this fragrance is so potent. You'll be hard pressed to find something that will pair well with it because it's going to overtake. And that's not a bad thing. I would rather my fragrance be too strong than to be too light because now I can pull back and manage how much I apply. So for the cookie butter oil, this is how much I have left. Here's the solid form. It comes in a solid form, but of course it's full. It's right up to about this rim when you see it, but it was full. So when you see this, this is liquefied. But when you apply it to the skin, this is solid, I'm sorry. This is a solid. When you apply it to the skin, it liquefies. And I'm going to demonstrate for you what I mean by that. So I'm going to show you an area of my skin, I'm already itching, an area of my skin that was previously irritated. So there's some discoloration. So you can see the trail, unfortunately, what's left behind of my skin scratching experience. But it's now at a place where I can apply fragrance and body cream to it, whether it's got fragrance or not. And I want you to see the difference between the way it looks now and the way it will look after I apply the triple body butter. So it's going to be right across my chest area. Let's see if you can see it. Right in here. If you can see, so looking at my neck here and the other skin areas beneath, here, I don't know, hopefully the camera's picking it up, but going right across here, I can feel a little bit of the texture. You should see a little bit of discoloration of where I had an outbreak going from left to right, and I couldn't apply anything there. So I'm going to use this triple body butter cream. I'm going to let you see it. I'm taking it out the can, so you don't need a lot because a little bit goes a really long way. This is what it looks like on my skin. It's already begun to liquefy. So watch as I apply it to my skin. Oh yeah, I could go all over my entire neck with this because it's just so fluid and rich. It just spreads. Now I want to leave some space where you can see the difference in skin. This feels really good. Now, if you can see, hopefully I've left some areas where you can see, maybe in my shoulder. You see the difference of my shoulder, the area of my shoulder that wasn't applied to the skin versus whether this is where I've applied or where I've expanded, and this is the area where it's not applied. You see how rich that is? This is not sticky. It's not greasy. It's not going to transfer to my clothes and damage and stain my clothing. In fact, much the opposite. I usually use a lot of their revitalizing body oils to apply to my clothing because it doesn't stain. Now, that's not to say I would put it on silk or satin or suede or something like that. I mean, let's be sensible. But as a part of loving fragrance and still treating my skin on its way to wellness, I can enjoy these products knowing that if it hits my skin, it's going to take care of my skin. There is no irritation. There's no alcohol in this. If you know anything about fragrance and you've got an eczema outbreak, if you spray some alcohol in the fragrance on your clothes and it penetrates through that fabric and hits your skin, it's going to burn and it hurts. So when I apply the oils to my clothing, I don't have that experience, and the oils last all day long. We're talking about 12 plus hours. It sticks and stays to your clothing. You can wash it out. It might take you 2 tries, but again, I'm already loving it. So it doesn't take away from the cleanliness of the fabric. If I've got some more lingering fragrance, then hurrah, hurrah. So let me show you the revitalizing body oils, and then I'll get a little bit more into the details of the triple body butters because they all hydrate and rejuvenate the skin. Now this year they released as a part of their summer series, and I've never seen bottles this small. I'm a person who loves a full-size bottle. Even if it were something I hadn't smelled before, which I don't encourage blind buying, although I have done it, I want the full-size bottle. I'm more of a have it not need it kind of person than need it not have it. Makes absolute no sense to anyone but me. So I do encourage you to sample, but if you're going to try Skinpotion, this was the first time I've ever seen them offer a 1 fluid ounce size bottle. This is what I'm referring to. This is called Island Muse. This is a part of, I want to say, 3 different fragrances they released. I think R&R was Ray of Light, and this is Island Muse. And I don't remember what the other one was, but I digress. The point is, if you look at the bottle, this is the oil. Quite a bit is still left because, again, a little bit goes a long way. And this is ready to wear right outside the bottle. So I'm going to also show you the full-size bottle. Now, this is my second bottle of Kama Sutra oil. I have several bottles, and if you would like me to share with you my full collection of Skinpotion that I have on hand, because I could certainly use a re-up, please leave me a yellow heart and let me know, because I would love to share that with you. But going back to the product, this is my second bottle of Kama Sutra. And this is the color of the oil right out of the box. Now you see the difference in the richness of texture. Inside they've got the pieces of botanical florals. The botanical, what a blooper. Here we go. Let's try this again. Here's the Skinpotion. I'm going to turn it around. Now these are the florals that are included in the bottle, in every bottle that you get, as far as the larger sizes. It's just so beautiful. And I want to share with you the comparison of the two sizes together. So the 1 fluid ounce size, and this is the 3.4. So with these oils, what I typically do with them, if I'm coming out of the shower, I would usually pair them with sometimes I wear the triple body butter by itself. Occasionally I'll pair the oils with it, because to me one is liquefied, one is a solidified version of the liquid, because it liquefies on contact with the skin. My personal experience. I want to show you what this is like when I take it and apply it to skin. I find another area because my skin is healing from, I can smell it just from here. So here's the oil. It comes with this pump already included. This is the oil that I didn't use a lot, but I'm going to put it, if you can see on my hand, you see the center kind of focus right in here. There was some irritation previously. I'm going to put it there, and I'm going to compare the two exterior portions of my hand so you can see the hydration. So this is my hand, and this is the other hand that has not had any application. I don't know if you can see it. I hope the camera is picking it up. But my point is, there is no irritation to my skin. I'm also going to put this on my clothing so you can see that there's no transfer of oil prints on my clothing at all. And this fragrance is going to stay. I mean, it's a sillage. It's an absolute joy. So you can see where there's no discoloration on my clothing at all. None. And this is what I do whenever I'm having a challenge with my eczema. If there's a flare-up, then I will often apply the Skinpotion body oil to my clothing. And if it's on the way to wellness on my skin, I'll apply it to my skin or other areas of my body that's not irritated, and I can still have the same wearing experience. Because you've got eczema, your primary purpose should be to get that skin back to wellness and health. And using these products, once it gets to an area where it's no longer inflamed, is going to continue that healing process, because they're using well, clean ingredients that's going to continue to rejuvenate and hydrate your body. So give them a try, stop by, and I think you'll really, really enjoy Skinpotion. Please let me know what your experience has been with them, and maybe with some products that I should try. Please consider giving this video a thumbs up, as it will certainly help the conversation to continue growing. And subscribe, because I would love to have more conversations with you, and I can't do that if you're not here with me. So I will continue to link down the additional videos as a part of this series. Please continue to watch.